All right, let's talk a little bit of college football. I know tonight we got the Heisman. We'll talk a little bit about the winner. I believe a lot of people think Joe Burrows is going to win it, but Trevor Lawrence isn't one of the invitees, but there's some talk about him possibly sitting out next year, or even on the Paul Feinbaum show, they talked about him basically going to Congress and trying to get into the NFL draft this year. And we'll talk a little bit about that. And Chase Young says in New York City and tells TMZ that he may return to school next year. Let's talk about it. We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Start off with Trevor Lawrence. After you see what happened with Tua Tagovailoa, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not sit out? You've seen it happen with the Lattimore kid down there in South Carolina. Anything can happen. I know he doesn't play in a competitive conference like the SEC, and two of those injuries happened in the SEC, but anything could happen. He seemed to be ready last year after taking Clemson to a national championship, and a lot of people see why they got rid of Kelly Bryant, and I haven't heard nothing from him at all. But he's a phenomenal talent. He would be probably one of the youngest guys to come to the league since the Texans took that young kid. Defensive lineman years ago. I can't remember his name. It was like a Kobe or whatever. But you know what, man? You really want to enjoy the college years. But the thing about it is, he not a sure fire, going to be a Pro Bowl caliber player. And I do think he should stay in school and get his education, man, and learn how to manage his money or how to run a business. These dudes getting $100,000 contracts, for scholarships. I understand it ain't $100,000 in cash, but education can be worth more than $100,000 in cash if you utilize it the right way. And I think they should get their degrees while they're there, because he can go into the NFL next year and get injured. You know what I'm saying? And then what? You know what I'm saying? The NFL don't offer lifetime benefits, so in a way, you need to set yourself up for another career outside the NFL. So I think he should go back to school, get his degree, work through the summer, and hone his skills, be a bigger, stronger, faster. And then when it's time to go into the NFL, it's time to go. But the education is the key, man. Them dudes need to get the education. And the NFL may be headed to a lockout next year. So, like I said before, he need to try to hang a Heisman, Heisman on the wall. If he get 2 national championships and then next year he can get a Heisman, then why not? But I'm not knocking him. He deserves a right to go out there and make a living like every other American at 18. A lot of people in America kick their kids out at 18, go to college, get a job, get a house. That's the way it's supposed to be. So at the end of the day, why shouldn't he be able to go make a living? So he should be able, after 2 years, to go in the NFL and go to Congress and be able to go to the NFL and make a living. The problem with that is NFL may be in the lockout next year, but usually the players bend over backwards for the owners and they're going to get a bad deal again. So the chances of that happening is slim to none. But I'd rather him stay in school, get stronger, build up right, and then, finish his education out, man. And try to go through the summer, get your credits, get your degree, learn how to manage the money, or have a career after the NFL, because nobody's promised a 10, 15, 20-year career like Junior Seau or Tom Brady or some of the other greats out there. But Chase Young said the plan for him to come back to school, I doubt it. He got 16.5 sacks this year. He a Heisman Trophy finalist. He missed 2 games due to a suspension for taking money a couple years ago. Like I said before, I didn't watch a lot of Ohio State. I watched him play Michigan, and I wasn't impressed. He made one flashy play towards the end of the game when the game was out of hand, but I wasn't impressed with him. But but I haven't seen a lot of him. The Wisconsin game, he didn't jump off the screen a lot neither. But 16.5 sacks. Ohio State has absolutely played nobody, and I keep telling people that, and Ohio fans that, but they don't want to understand it. But he could really make a name in the playoffs. He dominated the playoffs versus Clemson, and they make it to the championship. He dominate. Then he gonna come out, but I think he gonna come out regardless. Explosive athlete. I'm not sure how good he is, but you can see he got the fast twitch. But for one guy trying to leave early to one guy saying that he's staying his senior year, I doubt it. I really, really do doubt it. He gonna too much money to be made. There's too much money to be lost by coming back to Ohio State next year. So for him, the smart deal would be, have a good playoffs, be considered going number 1. I doubt if he go number 1. Too many quarterbacks at the top of the draft. If Tua come out, he may go somewhere in the top, or he may slide to the second or down. Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, a lot of NFL prospects like Herbert and his mobility. So, too many quarterback needy teams at the top, but he'll go into the top 5. But I envision him coming out. I do. He ain't gonna stay there, man. Especially when you had to borrow money to fly your girl out to the Rose Bowl. Obviously, he need money, and he don't want to deal with the NCAA again. So I expect him to come out. Trevor Lawrence, we'll see what happens with him, but he have another championship run. Look for him to try to get into the NFL and petition the Congress to get in the NFL early. But I think Chase Young coming out either way. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Want to make a donation to the channel, link subscription. Best way to donate is share the video. I appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Don't forget I'm on social media, email there. If you ever got a question, inquiry, or video request, hit me up on social media. Email and Twitter are the quickest ways. One time for the one time, we gone.